Blood Type Wellness Podcast, where the right plate meets purpose and flavor finds faith.
Blood type balance, mind, body, whole. Feed your spirit, that's the ultimate goal. We season for life, body, soul, mind.
Greetings and salutations. And welcome to the very, very first episode of the Abstract Blood Type Wellness Podcast. I am your host, AC Price, certified wellness nutrition coach, founder of AC Art of Food, and your guide to eating, living, and thriving in balance with what your DNA actually needs. Now, if you've ever wondered why certain foods make your body sing, and while others leave you sluggish, this is your new home. Here, we take the guesswork out of wellness and replace it with flavor, science, and a little bit of soul. Okay. Now, just to give you a little bit of background, just a little backstory on AC Art of Food. AC Art of Food was born out of love, frustration, and flavor. Now, the love, of course, is for food and for making a difference and making things a little bit more plain for those who want to eat a healthier lifestyle. However, the frustration comes along with watching loved ones face diagnosis after diagnosis of heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, cancer, and on and on. And I knew something had to change, but the center of my family, as well as other families that I've researched and just had the pleasure of experiencing, has been the kitchen. The kitchen is the heart of the home. Sitting at that table, conversations, hard conversations, wonderful conversations, announcements, beautiful announcements, are often followed up or stated during eating food. Some of our best memories are behind the foods that we eat. However, the preparation of some of these foods and the where some of these foods derived have not always been the best for our bodies. Okay, so I decided to go back into the kitchen, my first love, my first classroom, and I started to develop meals and think of recipes and execute them. Meals that didn't just taste good, but that did the body good. No pun intended. So fast forward, now I'm teaching the art of mindful and flavorful living through blood type wellness. So it takes it a step further in identifying how food and movement and mindset literally connect to your unique biological design. Okay. So at AC Art of Food, my motto is simple: great eats and healthy living. Because the right plate and the right seasoning can literally transform your life. And I've seen it. So it's a beautiful thing. Now, I just want to kind of get into a little bit about what this podcast is going to be about when we do the background in regards to blood type. And so as the episodes progress, we will dig into individual blood types, the four, which are the O, the A, B, and AB. And we'll dig deep into specific particular types of food, the movement, even the mindfulness, and some of the supplements also that are geared more so towards the thriving of each individual blood type. Okay. And so just to give you quick tips though, today in our intro podcast, I'm just going to give you a little synopsis of each. So my type O's, the original blood type, are going to thrive on lean proteins. I'm talking about my grass fed. I'm talking about my organic. I'm talking about my antibiotic free meats, turkey and seafood. And we're going to pair those with leafy greens and high intensity movement. Okay. So that's for my type O's. Now for my type A's, the mindset is of agriculture, because these are the more plant focused blood type individuals. Okay. That shine brightest on plant forward meals. So we're going to think lentils, tofu, calming teas like chamomile and green tea. And the movement needs to be steady. Think of a yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, okay? Low stressed workouts for a longer and more thriving lifestyle path. Okay, and then my B B is for balance, my B blood types. Balance is the superpower. Okay. So the body welcomes a variety in movement and in food, such as greens, fish, quality dairy, and moderate activity like cycling and swimming. And now, when I'm speaking of dairy, when I do my coaching programs for my clients and in the coaching memberships, when I have my one-on-ones, I do not list dairy as a recommendation for any of my blood types, even though the blood type B can benefit from it, primarily because of the mucus that dairy generates. However, in instances such as yogurt, I am absolutely going to give that as a recommendation, but obviously not extensively, more so in moderation because of its ability to help fight bad bacteria in the gut. So it is for great gut health, but I will lead primarily with things of fermentation, fermented foods, kombucha, kimchi, miso, things of that sort before I will lead with dairy. Okay. So that's just a little tidbit. That's just personally me, but just because of what I know in my research and my certification and knowledge base about what dairy can do, we can think of other alternatives. And then my type A Bs. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of A and a little bit of B combined with seafood, green veggies, and calming practices like meditation are going to keep my ABs balanced systems, and stress low is what we want. Now, when I'm mentioning seafood in in these blood types, it is not of the crab leg or the crustacean types of seafood. We're not talking about squid. We're not talking about mussels, clams, oysters. We're not. Okay. However, unless your blood type specifies that it is definitely something that you should avoid, it's a neutral, but it's not necessarily helping. So when I'm talking about seafood, I'm talking about our whole fish. I'm talking about our halibut, our trout, our sea bass, our cod, of course, our salmon. Okay. Because these particular types of fish are going to have those minerals that are going to be needed to supply the body with what it needs to thrive healthfully. The omega-3s, the protein that we need from these fish, that is what's going to be imperative and what we need from that. But it unfortunately does not come from the crustaceans of the sea. Okay, not to say that it's poison for all blood types or should be avoided by all blood types, but it is not the go-to when we think of seafood that is of healing purposes of the body as it pertains to blood type wellness. Okay, so I just wanted to make that little caveat. And of course, every sprinkle of abstract spice, our heart healthy, low sodium, all natural seasoning is going to be medicine in disguise, because as I always say, it makes no sense for me to teach you to eat and prepare healthy food and you just douse it with crappy seasoning. So I got a plan for that too with abstract spice. Now, you may be asking yourself, this particular podcast, hey, AC, there are just so many wellness and health and wellness podcasts out there. Why this one? Why abstract blood type wellness podcast? What is all that about? So here's, complete transparency. I'll be candid. Here's the truth. Most shows will talk to you, but I'm here to grow with you. Okay. Not talk to you, but grow with you. This podcast is not about trends. It's about truth, blatant as it is. And there is transparency because there is certain skeptics about blood type, the blood type eating lifestyle, period. It's under scrutiny a lot of times for it to do what it says it's going to do. And absolutely, there are always going to be some type of skepticism behind anything that is going to be forward thinking, that is going to be leading with food being medicine. And ultimately, that is the base of the blood type wellness eating lifestyle, which is why I've gravitated towards it. So since the book was dropped in the 90s, I've had my head in it. My parents have had, their face in the book, and just tried and true methods and people that I know that have practiced what has been laid out in the pages, myself included. If there's anything wrong with me or if I'm not feeling well, it's almost as if the body automatically gravitates towards what is going to make it well. And a lot of that is listed and is of the guidings of the blood type wellness eating type. So when I say that, it's not about the trends, it's about the truth. I'll be completely candid with it. There will be, different people that will discourage, but here's my thing. The blood type, diet, if you will, I don't like to use the word diet because that means short term, but the blood type wellness lifestyle is that of a plant base. It's literally plant-based. So it focuses and encourages plants and eating whole foods and clean eating. There's nothing processed about the blood type wellness lifestyle. And that's why I encourage it. The only side effect we're going to have is that, the broccoli may give you a little gas. And if there's something that you don't like, just don't eat it. That's it. So again, it's not about the trends. It's about the truth and just complete transparency. Okay. And we're also going to be pairing modern nutrition science with ancient wisdom, i.e. your blood type. And we're going to personalize your path to wellness. So we'll break it all down into bite-sized, flavorful ways to cover how to eat by your blood type, move by your blood type, spice smarter with healing seasonings, sip wellness teas, which particular herbs go best with whatever your illness or whatever you're trying to course correct. Okay. Then the thrive and mindful thought, because mindfulness is what pulls it all together. We have our culinary aspect of blood type, our movement aspect of blood type, as well as our mindfulness. It's the trifecta is what I call it, bringing that all together. And trust me, we'll also have guests, okay, specialists and experts in their field, quick hacks, recipes, just real talk. Not just theory, okay? Because while we respect everybody's opinion on what we're doing, we need to get the core science of what works for you, the individual. And that's what I'm here for, because ACR to Food believes in results that you can actually taste and feel. And we're not talking about, everything's not going to be quick fix, okay? Some things are going to take a while because we want to get it right. And it took us a while to get in the place of discord that we often find ourselves in. So just as we didn't get here quickly, where we want to improve on some things, be it our mind, be it, the things that we eat, be it the things that we see in the mirror. Okay, so you got to give yourself grace and time for that. So it's going to be something we could taste, see, and feel. Okay, so here's the Thrive thoughts for the week and next steps. So we're going to close out this first episode. And as we do, here's your Thrive thought for the week. Wellness begins the moment you listen to your body and respond with love and grace, not restriction. So here's your challenge for the week. I want you to pay attention to the foods that energize you, and also to the foods that will drain you or leave you feeling depleted. Okay? Because that awareness alone is the absolute first step to your own blood type balance, to identifying it, to sensing it, to knowing it. Okay? So with that said, if you have enjoyed this very first episode, I would encourage you, I would implore you, I would be grateful for you to share it with a friend or family member who's ready to transform their plate and their purpose. And be sure to also subscribe, share, tell other people to subscribe, tell your mom and them to subscribe, to your daddy, your uncles, your sisters, your brother, your besties, because every single week we'll explore a new blood type, more so in depth, okay, with a new tea sip, with the herbs that are going to just be a bountiful of health and wellness in your body, and a new way to thrive. Please also connect with me at acrtofood.com, on Instagram and all things social media at acrtofood, and join our communities. We have our Facebook group, our private Facebook group, which is the AC Carter Foodies, as well as our membership subscription platforms, the Wellness Plate Society, as well as our Thrive and Sustain coaching membership. And those tribes are phenomenal for giving you the supportive tools and information that you need, from meal plans to recipes, affirmational thoughts for the week, and also different things to do to encourage your absolute best wellness lifestyle. Okay. So until next time, keep seasoning with intention, sipping with mindfulness, and living in balance with your type. This is AC Price of the Abstract Blood Type Wellness podcast, where we make healthy taste good. Great eats and healthy living.
Blood type at a time, one bite at a time.